Hoy, naririto ako, sheepdog na laging handa, kalmado totoo, sa gitna ng ingay at bulong-bulungan. Tahimik akong nakatingin, may tiyak na patnubay. Galing sa kumpas ng konsensya at katwiran, handang kumilos kung kinakailangan. Marami malumiko at puro dramatiko, buo pa rin ang loob ko, di madaling matingnan. Subalit andyan si Lobo, matindi ang laro, Machiavellian. Wika niya sa titulo, labanan natin ang fake news. Ang fake news, ang tila sigaw usapan, kapwa naman ang sumisigaw. Sheepdog at Lobo, magkaibang kagayan, buong buhay kong inihanda. Sanay sa kadiliman, handa kong harapin ang pangilan ng ahas. At kung aking katapusan ay kagat ng lobo, buong loob kong tinatanggap. Sanay sa anino, ngunit di tulad mo. Sa akin ang dilim may pagsubok, hindi kasangkapan mo. Di ko kailangan ng panlilinlang para umangat, pagkat ang tunay na malakas ay hindi takot sa liwanag. Paulit-ulit lang mga pagbakong hungkag, tulad ng hangin sa dagat. Ngunit ang tubig di laging tahimik sa ilalim. Sa tamang oras ang alon di na'y babangon. Sheepdog at Lobo, magkaibang kagawyan, buong buhay kong inihanda. Sanay sa kadiliman, handa kong harapin ang pangilang kurap. At kung aking katapusan ay kagat ng lobo, buong loob kong tinatanggap. Sheepdog, sheepdog, ito ang landas. Lobo, lobo, may hangganan ka rin sa bawat patalim na iyong hinasa. May pusong di kayang baliin ng daya. Sheepdog at Lobo, magkaibang kagamian, buong buhay kong ihanda. Sanay sa kadiliman, handa kong harapin ang pangilang kurap. At kung aking katapusan ay kagat ng lobo, buong loob kong tinatanggap. Sheepdog, sheepdog, ito ang labanan. Lobo, lobo, tapos na ang laro. Sa anino ng huling halakhak, ang matibay ay di kayang patumbahin ng tuso.
Yo! Shoutout sa inyong lahat. Pablo Rakim, Jerry, Trying Hard Comedian, Kais Minion, Lawrence, Jom Amor, Eccentric, MGN, Ate Lexan, Janet, Raket, No Nonsense, Brainless Nobody, Soybe Music, Perf, EI Spiritu, Diana, Jay, Roby, Arles Daily Dose, Lenny Tan, Jerry, Sashimi, Cerberus Knight, Christopher Punong Bayan, Juan Marco, Che, Shelo, Espiritu, Samsam, Bet, Mr. Romualdez, Russell's Dad, Mami, Lois, Miss Happy, Lolita, The Roadrunner, Keep It Real, Silent Scream, Yengtut, Connie, Notski, Shin Mode. Ako po si Ian, Lex Enrico, Kana, Kukoy, Ina Batalya. Kinasal na kayo ni ano? So, joke lang. May sabi na, Foxy, Calm, Carmen, Shirley, Commander. Tapos ka na, Commander? Ako nga pala, no? Tapos ka na nga pala. No? Magkausap nga pala tayo kanina. sorry. Vondi, Shinmode, MJ, may bago focus lahat ng mainstream media sa bungero. Kino-connect na naman sila sa... Okay lang, connect lang nila. Wala tayong pakialam dyan. Cassie Calm Corner. O nga, let's go. Eto na nga. Inihintay natin. Tama. For some reason, tayo yung fake news peddler. Pero it keeps conforming to our arguments, no? Bakit kaya ganun, guys? Ba't ganun? Ewan ko lang, ha? Hello, Grace De Leon at yung, tama. Australia, shoutout sa inyo. SC ask, Congress for details on Sara impeachment trial. Impeachment trial kasi yan, impeach trial. Bakit may new topic? Bitin pa ako sa Coke yung nag-OD. Huwag na yun. Huwag na mag-OD. Tigilan mo na yun, bro Russell's dad. Ito. Hello, Media Print. The Supreme Court directed Congress to provide information related to the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte, including questions on procedure, authority, and due process. Do you remember this content? Ito. Kailan to? 4 months ago, Feb 21. Proof. 3 impeachment complaints versus VP Sara verified and ready for transmittal. Sec Gen Velasco. Do you remember that? Do you remember that content? Di ba sabi ko nga, magkakaroon lang ng abuse of discretion, authority of discretion, right? Yun yung possibility doon, da? Sa nangyaring yon. Di ba? Proof. Ayan that was Feb 21. In a notice dated July 8, sabi nga ni Atty. Libayan kanina, logic predicts. Hindi kasi ganito. The point of logic is para magkaroon ng consensus on the conclusion where you land. Okay? Hindi mo kailangan maging lawyer, hindi mo kailangan ng maging justice para makita and evaluate it logically na they will land on the same conclusion because you use logic. There is no way to actually argue the other way around. Okay? That's deductive. Pag inductive, ibig sabihin, mas mabigat yung justification mo kaysa sa justification nila. Right? Oh yes, well remembered. Hindi pa nasasaniban ng KitKat ng hairdo mo. Bakit sinaniban ba? Hindi naman Hindi sinaniban sinasabi mo dyan. Pang rock and roll kaya yan. Anyway. But only made public on Friday. The court en banc. En banc, gagi. Pag en banc, ibang usapan yan no? Logic. Sabi nga ito ni Libayan, logic predicts. Hindi, mapupunta ka lang sa same conclusion kasi. Okay? Paano kayo convert sa fake news ito ni Ante? Wala na akong pakil sa USEC na yon, okay? May pakialam na ako sa vlogger. Okay? The court en banc consolidated 2 pending petitions. One filed by Duterte herself, challenging the constitutionality of the 4th impeachment complaint. Naalala nyo, may nagsabi sa akin na yung argumento mo, yun din yung argumento ni VP. Wala tayong magagawa kasi doon ka maglaland Di ba? Kung naiisip ko yun, kung naiisip ng lawyer niya yun, kung naiisip ng mga taong mga sound mind, of course, kailangan mo lang ng sound mind. Hindi mo kailangan maging lawyer. Makikita mo lang may something wrong with that. Then you try to justify it with logical arguments. Di ba? Kasi nga, DDS ka lang daw. I remember may nagsabi sa akin dito na actually yung mga arguments mo ngayon, yun yung arguments ni VP Sara. Hindi mo kailangan maging DDS. Hindi mo kailangan maging DDS, kailangan mo lang maging logical. Logical lang ang kailangan mo. Kasi pansinin nyo, ano ba nangyayari sa kabilang argumento? Either they will strawman the point or magre-rely sila sa ambiguities. Tama? Yun lang yung way nila. Okay, kapag ang tao is nag-resort sa ambiguities, alam mo na, parang pag may alak, may balak. Ganun lang yon. Pag may ambiguities, may balak. Ganun lang yon. Well, she's not walking on eggshells. Pag vlogger kasi siya, che. Sino ba? Ano ba yan? Ano meron? The vlogger Claire is more interesting than the Yuse Claire. Hindi, kasi yung opinion na yan eh. Yung kay, yung sa vlogs niya, opinion niya yun eh. So, ayun yung debunk natin. Kasi may lusot siya doon sa sa PCO eh. Binabasa ko lang. Pwe. One filed by Duterte herself challenging the constitutionality of the fourth impeachment complaint against her, and another by lawyer Israelito Torion and others questioning the validity of the transmitted articles of impeachment. Okay. The court required the House of Representatives to disclose the status of the first complaints filed against Duterte in December 2024. The court required the House of Representatives to disclose the status of the first 3 complaints. Ano yung status? Pakinggan mismo natin sa bibig ni Sec Jen. Ayos na po yung Teka, Churi. Music video. Ito.
Yun po, ayos na po yung tatlo, no? Anytime pwede ko na po i-transmit kay House Speaker.
Ayos na po yung tatlo. Anytime pwede ko na i-transmit kay House Speaker. Mukhang sakto ko doon, Wait. Mukhang sakto ako doon, sir. Sir, bakit parang sinukat? Ano sabi ng korte? The court required the House of Representatives to disclose the status of the first 3 complaints. Ano sabi? Anytime pwede
Speaker. Ko na po i-transmit kay... Ayos na po yung tatlo, no? Anytime pwede ko na po i-transmit kay House Speaker.
Ayos na po yung tatlo. Anytime pwede ko na i-transmit kay House Speaker. Sir, kahon na kahon. Anytime, with this discretion nga. Ito. Dito na may init. Mainit talaga dito. Tineksan. Next point ni GMA yung 1-year clause. And that was, ganun nga yung nangyari. Technically kasi, wala dapat interruption sa gitna. Hinintay niya lang. He sat on it. Kaya nagkaroon ng interruption. Gets nyo? Supposedly, wala dapat interruption. Pero he sat on it. Mukhang shoot ako dun Mukhang shoot kami dun. Tama din si attorney na nakakahiya naman sa mga naunang nag-file. Tapos yung huling, hindi lang yun. Akala nyo ba yung una, you ready for transmittal? Akala nyo yun lang yung Tandaan nyo, may sinabi itong itong Sec Jen na to. Siya ba yung nagsabi or may iba nagsabi na ang sabi, kinombine daw sa fourth impeachment. Si De Lima yata nagsabi nun eh. Don't quote me on that, pero feeling ko. Diba, publicly sinabi nila, yung 1, 2, and 3, kinombine sa fourth. They made that public, admission. Hindi lang yun yung malupit. Yan, tsaka yung kinombine nila. Hanapin niyo yung video na yon. Mamaya hanapin ko. Nakiusap pa daw na wag muna ipasa. Correct. Aba, ayos din. Correct. Yung babaeng abogado, I forget her name also. Di ba? Kayo in his adorable prediction discussion on topic. Ay, ano? Ah. Pero, ang argumento dito is not only filed. Ang pagkakaiba doon sa Sinite na jurisprudence nung yung sa Francisco, walang tama kayo, tanda ko yung past content mo, may grave abuse of discretion sa part ng SEC. Di ba? Sinabi ko yun. O, ito rin yung kino-question. O, yan o. The court required the House of Representatives to disclose the status of the first 3 complaints against Duterte in December 2024. All 3 covered allegations on misuse of confidential funds but did not move forward in the plenary. Okay, the court asked the House to clarify the following points. Ito yung gusto i-clarify. When the first 3 complaints were endorsed. When? Endorsed. Endorsed, ha? When the first 3 complaints were endorsed. Endorsed. Okay? Whether the House Secretary General has discretion on when to transmit. Secgen, daldal mo kasi. Proud ka ba eh, no? Ito. Pablos ito is not that. May sabi siya dito eh. Ngayon, same official more than the park. If you can actually, you actually waited indefinitely and park it yung verified complaints. Verified. You waited for it. You sat on them. If you can actually do that, na you can indefinitely park it, eh di ba parehas din yun? Hypothetical question, what do you think, sir, pag unconstitutional, will it result to dismissal of impeachment or grave abuse of discretion? Well, wala namang direct connection yun eh. Parang, pero most of the time nga daw kasi, di ba, naalala ko yung discussion ni Attorney Libayan dyan eh. Yung tungkol sa Rule 65 ba yun? Di ba? Certiorari, di ba? Kapag daw ni-reverse yun, unang-una wala ka nang kinalaman doon. Walang direct connection na kagad yun, okay? 'Di ba? So ngayon, ang nangyayari doon is yung mismong naghatol o yung nag-judge, yun na yung kinu-question dito. Witness na lang. Yung kay Attorney Libayan, 'di ba? So ngayon, yung ang is yung grave abuse of discretion. Pero usually daw kapag napatunayan may grave abuse of discretion, babaliktad yung decision. Usually. Pero kung with strict logic, there's no connection. Kasi ang tinitira doon yung mismo nag-judge. Okay? Hindi yung kaso mismo. Yung nag-judge. So, wag mong i-mix yung dinesisyonan niya tsaka yung nag-judge. Yung nag-judge lang, nagkaroon siyang grave abuse of discretion. So, technically, wala silang direct link. Okay? But usually, indirect link meron. Gets? Hindi naman ako lawyer, pero that's how I understand it. As if the decision didn't happen. Correct? Okay. Let's go. The legal basis, if any, for the Secretary General's refusal to transmit the documents. Okay, gets ko na. Thanks po. Technical issues, pero kung ako kay VP, kung wala naman siya ginagawang masama, ituloy impeachment, pahiyaan na lang kung sino man. Ate, kahit ako, kahit inosente ako, ayoko rin ipatuloy yan. Kaya tarantado mo lang kami. Judge versus petitioner na ang labanan pag Rule 65. Ito. The legal basis, if any, for the Secretary General's refusal to transmit the document. Ano yung reasoning niya? May reasoning siya dito. Ano ba naman kayo? Meron. Uy! Ano? May reason siya dito.
Yun po, ayos na po yung tatlo, no? Anytime pwede ko na po i-transmit kay House Speaker.
Ready for transmittal na. Yun yung point. Ready for transmittal niya. Verified. Ready for transmittal. Which is ito nga rin, di ba? Whether the House Secretary General has discretion on when to transmit such complaints to the Speaker. The legal basis, if any, for the Secretary General's refusal to transmit the documents. Meaning, putol yun, Paul. Replay mo na yung susunod. Ayun. Kaya ayaw kita reviewin eh. Here. Pa kayo, boss kayo, objective yung ibang vlogger, puro tira agad. Nakala ko ba, G. Correct.
Ng time ngayon ay yung mga...
Anong reason?
Binibigyan ko lang po ng time ngayon ay yung mga nag-request na House members na...
Yun pala yung reason. Guys, ano yung reason na? Tinatanong ng Supreme Court. The legal basis, if any, for the Secretary General's refusal to transmit the documents. Okay, may reason naman. Nagbigay naman siya ng reason. Ito.
Bigyan ko lang po ng time ngayon ay yung mga nag-request na House members na kailangan pa nila ng kaunting panahon pag-aralan yung mga tatlong complaints na pinile earlier. At of course, they're also planning to file another complaint, no?
Yeah. There it is. So, pati si Pascayo nadali. Huli pala ni Pascayo. Ito.
Complaints na panahon, pag-aralan yung
So obvious pa. Ano na?
mga tatlong complaints na pinile earlier. At of course, they're also planning to file another complaint, no?
There it is. Pati si Pascayo nahuli rin eh. Yun naman pala eh. That's multiple. Magaling magluto kasi. Yun nga yung spirit ng law eh. You cannot do that. Yung sa first three, ang sabi ng Sokjen, nangangalap daw ng pirma para shortcut na. Yung mode 3, di ba? Mode 3. Shortcut. Pero kahit sa shortcut, kailangan niya pa rin galangin yung 1-year ban. That's still multiple. Kahit i-mode 3 niya pa yan. Yeah. Baka naman kasi diversionary tactics lang yung ginawa nila kay VP para makover yung bycam issue. Hindi. Tama si authority dahil rin suspension kayo. Kino-question na, di ba? 1 year chat. Muna labas dito. Tuloy mo. Ito.
Yun po ang tinatawag nating fourth complaint na ang gusto po nila ay foolproof na complaint at maaari po na mas marami yung...
Kasi ganito yung nangyayari. Gusto kasi nila ng foolproof yung complaint at mas marami yung articles, no? Pal ka talaga eh. Ayoko na ng opinion. Alam ko na yung opinion mo. Ikaw ako eh. Alam ko na yung opinion mo. Ikaw ako eh. Ito. Hindi nila to. Bilis. Read na nga yung fourth.
Our rules, if 1/3, no, of the House members, that's about 100.
Ayan na yung shortcut. Ito na yung fourth mode, di ba? Nasa Discord yung article for Politico about sa consolidation ng impeachment. Teka. Nilagay mo? Saan? Saan? Ito. Salamat, Jerry. Basahin natin ha. Fourth impeachment complaint. Congress consolidates charges versus VP Sara. Kailan to? Feb 6, di ba? Feb 6. Basahin natin ha. Basahin natin ang ebidensya. Batangas 2nd District Congresswoman Jerville Jinky Bitrex Luistro and 4-piece party list representative delve into the critical issue of impeachment complaint filed against VP Sara. In an interview, News, they addressed the key concerns, including how a fourth impeachment complaint was filed, the constitutional duty involved, the process, the likelihood of the impeachment trial proceeding as There have been 3 impeachment complaints previously filed against VP Sara. But what many people didn't know was the emergence of a 4th. As Libanon explained, the initial 3 impeachment complaints were endorsed by the minority. Tanong dito. When the first 3 complaints were endorsed, the initial 3 impeachment complaints were endorsed by the minority. Kaya ang question na Supreme Court, endorsed. That's very important. Hindi transmitted. Ang question was when the first 3 complaints were endorsed. Ano nakalagay dito? The initial 3 impeachment complaints were endorsed by the minority. Dali. Kaya endorsed ang tanong, hindi transmitted. Second question. Whether the House Secretary General has discretion on when to transmit such complaints to the Speaker. Third. Huli ng SE. The legal basis, if any, for the Secretary General's refusal to transmit the documents. According to him, this simplification allowed all grounds to be included, ensuring it could be filed with strong support from Congress members. Libanon bared that House had 2 choices when it received the complaints. Kailangan naka-establish kung kailan nag-initiate talaga kasi naglalaro ng issue or ambiguity. Either send them to the Committee on Justice for thorough investigation or endorse them directly to the Senate. Given the overwhelming public interest and the perceived urgency of the matter, leadership of the House felt it was their constitutional duty to endorse the complaint for swift processing. Endorsed, initiated. Ganun ba yun, Nazis? Luistro added the effort to consolidate the complaints into one! Tama yung memory ko, di ba? Luistro added that the effort to consolidate the complaints into one. There it is. Ano ba ito? Did I not say it? Hindi pala si so more than one initiated. Correct! Mekos natin insan. Di ba na-archive yung first 3? Sabi nila. Whether the House members were given enough time to review charges and supporting evidence before giving their consent. Ano sagot dyan? May sagot dyan.
One-third, no? Of the...
Yung fourth. May sagot. So, ibig sabihin, fourth day, that triggers them, yung sa performance niya nga, yung ang nangyayari, ito na pagkakaya.
At pinatawag nating fourth
Ganon din yung ibig sabihin nun. Natin yung harassment to avoid nito. Actually, trigger
na yung mga nag-request.
Correct. Correct. Bilis. Bagal mo kayo.
Ang binibigyan ko lang po ng time ngayon ay yung mga nag-request na...
Ano ni-request? Ano yung question? Whether the House were given enough time to review charges and supporting evidence before giving their consent.
House members na kailangan pa nila ng kaunting panahon pag-aralan yung
Nabigay ba o hindi? Naibigay dun sa 3, pero sa pang-4 kaya? Oh my gulay!
mga tapunang time ngayon ay yung mga
Tanong!
ang binibigyan ko lang po ng time ngayon ay yung mga nag-request na house members na kailangan pa nila ng kaunting panahon pag-aralan yung
Kaunting panahon para pag-aralan.
mga 3 complaints
3 complaints.
na final earlier.
Final earlier.
At of course, they're also planning to file another complaint, no?
So ibig sabihin, ang sagot dito, whether the House members were given enough time to review charges and supporting evidence before giving their consent. Ang sagot, for the first 3 impeachment complaints, yes, there was enough time. On the 4th, we don't know. Di ba sabi ko dati, maiipit ang ICOR pag sumagot sila sa ginawang remand ng Senate Impeachment Court? Ayun na. At tama actually si Cheese. Kasi yung sinasabi ni Cheese is sakto dito sa tinatanong ng Supreme Court ngayon. Alam din ni Cheese kung saan sila babanatan. Ayan, lumabas sa Supreme Court. Kayo masyadong magaling yung pinapanood mo na yan, ha? Very adorable. Ito. Whether the articles of impeachment were included in the House's official order of business prior to plenary endorsement. Shit. Hindi yata. Kung katrabaho lang ng patas tong si Tambi, baka sakaling may mabulag pa siyang mga botante. Kaso wala eh. The 4th complaint, endorsed by more than 1/3 of the members, was the only one transmitted to the Senate and formed the basis for the formal impeachment trial. The court directed the Senate to explain. Kaya sinasabi ni tama si Cheese kasi. Tama siya. Kaya niya ito iniantay. Kasi kaya niya rin ni-remand. Kasi parehas sila ng nasa isip ngayon. Ngayon, pinag-e-explain ngayon yung Senate. Tama? Tama? Tama lang din yung inilaban ni Sen. Peter Cayetano. Correct! Tama rin si Cheese. Tamo, yung mga fanatics, ng mga bobo. Kita mo na, basta propaganda ang gumana, pati si Cheese Escudero, target na ng propaganda ngayon. Sino ngayon ang kulto? Ayan yung question na yan din yung questions namin. Paano yan? Sino ngayon ang kulto? Sino ngayon ang fake news peddler? The ball is in the HOR's court talaga. Akala nila may lipat sa Senate after i-transmit. Ayan kaya si Cheese Escudero naging cautious. Why? Because of this. Tamo, the court directed the Senate to explain which committee drafted the impeachment articles. Explain which committee drafted the impeachment articles. Hindi ba yan din yung sinasabi ni Cheese? Kaya nga niya pinariman, di ba? Certification, di ba? Yung kuldo po nasa subreddit kayo. Hindi ba ito rin sinasabi ni Cheese? Hindi ba ito rin yun? Ito rin yung point niya? The court directed the Senate to explain which committee drafted the impeachment articles and the date of completion, and whether Duterte was given the chance to present evidence in her defense. Yan din yung mga sinasabi ni Cheese Escudero Diba? The Supreme Court gave Congress 10 days from receipt of the notice to comply with the order. On Friday, Reggie Tongol, spokesperson for the Senate Impeachment Court, said Senate is preparing its response. GG sila doon sa certification. Hindi ba? Hindi ba yan mismo yung dinemand? Ayun yung request ni Cheese Escudero sa certification. Because of this, sakto, napredict niya to. Napredict ni Cheese Escudero to. So ngayon, yung ginawa ni Cheese Escudero, justified. Ayan, napredict to ni Cheese Escudero. Yan mismo yung hiningi nila. The Senate remains committed to upholding the integrity of the judicial process and adhering to sub judice rule regarding this matter. As such, we will respectfully refrain from making additional public comments until the legal process unfolds. Kay Yusek yan. Salta. Masyadong maliwanag ito na ang SCI concern or focus sa issue or not Senate. Confirm, nakikinig si Cheese sa'yo, boss kayo. Hindi naman. Katulad nga sa sinabi ni Atty. Libayan sa live niya kanina, hindi kami bright. Okay? hindi kami genius. Hindi kami genius. Every person with a sound mind will fall on the same conclusion. It's not because of your genius. There's no magic in it, guys. Come on. There's no magic there. Sabi ko nga sa inyo pati nga si BJ sinasabi, matalino daw, ganyan. Sabi ko, I don't feel it. What do you mean? Maybe I can just name things na you already believe in. Maybe yung intuition mo is napapaliwanag ko lang. Pero, how is that smart? I don't get it. I'm not smart. I'm just after the truth. Sabi ko, don't underestimate the power of truth-seeking. Because, if you are really for truth-seeking, you will use logic. Nagets nyo? Kung wala kang pakialam sa truth, you will not use logic. In fact, you will hate it. Katulad ni Takumi, right? Philosophy daw, tsaka logic daw ginagamit ko. Yes! Because you people don't care about the truth or even getting closer to it. Kaya yung mga nagsasalita na galit sa logic, sila yung mga hindi truth-seeking. If they're not using it, they hate it. Kasi sinasabi pa nga nila, di ba? Logic. Wait, is that our fault if you're not using it? Kasi if you use logic, siguro you are hitting the ball sa baseball 8 out of 10. Yung 2 reason kung bakit yung two misses is because you misapplied logic. Gets mo? You misapplied it. Ganun lang yun. Amin mo na, Sir Kayo, may magic na nanalaitay sa dugo nyo ni Atty. Libayan. Charots. Diba? There's no magic in it. Gaya si Auntie Clear sa logic. Smart shaming bigla pag nabato ng logic. Hindi ko nga alam Logic is just a structure, it's just a method on how you analyze arguments. Is the study of arguments, analysis of the arguments. If you actually have this truth-seeking spirit, you will use every good method to get closer to it, right? But if you don't want that, then of course, you will hate logic. Why? Because logic can actually pierces to your bullshit propaganda. That's why you hate it. You cannot manipulate people because they're using logic. Punta mo si Darren Brown. That's one of the people na makakapagsabi sa'yo, mahirap i-hypnotize ang logical na tao. Yes, and that includes falsifying your own argument. Darren Brown na yon, guys. Kasi kailangan mo ng rapport sa hypnosis eh. Kailangan mo ng rapport sa kanya. You can actually scam people sa pera kapag may greed sa kanila, right? The greed is already there. All you have to do is just gisingin mo, right? Sila na magaling, basta sa tama lang kami. Di ba? Ito. The Office of the Vice President o VP House have also received their copies of the Supreme Court resolution. Regina Velasco, Secretary General Reginald Velasco, acting as respondents to petitions, would comply accordingly. Abante said the House has referred the resolution to the Office of the Solicitor General, who will act as a House counsel and will coordinate closely with the OSG to ensure the submission of the required information within 10-day period provided by the Supreme Court. Okay, the OVP said it received the court resolution on Friday morning. Oh, that's it. Mahirap i-manipulate ang taong logical. Correct. That's why, kaya nga sabi ko, di ba, patos ang kalaban natin dito. If you remain logical, their magic won't work on you. Alright? You have to strive to be logical until it hits its limit. Because when logic hits its limit, now, what we have this thing called faith. God bless sa inyo lahat. Bye-bye.
Oy, naririto ako, sheepdog na laging handa.